Hello, and welcome to the gameplay video of Mastermind's workshop. We will begin by introducing you to the game pieces that you'll use during play. This is a schematic card. Schematic cards are used to build Guardian bots by spending resources. Each schematic card has a gold cost, has the resources that it takes to build the necessary Guardian bot, the attack power, defensive power, and range of that Guardian bot, and the special ability associated with the Guardian bot. The numbers around the outside of the card represent the turns available for that bot. Each time a bot uses an action, it spends a turn, represented by turning the card to the side. The new amount of turns will be facing away from the player. When a Guardian bot runs out of turns, it is considered scrapped and is flipped over and is no longer available for play. This is a scrap card. Scrap cards are used throughout the game in order to gain benefits for yourself or to hinder other players in the competition. Each scrap card has a card name, the play type, and a description of the card. The play type on the card signifies whether or not it can be used at any time or if it has to be played when drawn. If it can be played any time, it is considered an interrupting action and will take priority in gameplay. For instance, this card sits in an opposing player's bay, taking up the spot and not allowing that player to build in the bay until the end of their turn. This is a character or gnome card. It has the image of the gnome that you're playing, the gnome's name, their special ability. It also has a quote from the gnome signifying their personality. On the back of the gnome card is an in-depth storyline that explains why they have the special ability that they have. This is a Masterbot piece. Each Masterbot is composed of 5 pieces: a head, a chest, legs, and 2 arms. Each Masterbot piece has an image showing which part of the body it belongs to. There are also icons on the Masterbot piece. Starting at the top right, we have the innate defense of the piece itself. You can target this piece individually, attacking and trying to hit this number. If you succeed in hitting this number, you will destroy the piece, rendering it disabled. Next is the defensive value. This adds defense to the overall bot itself. Next is the range. The range helps in deciding how far the Masterbot can attack from, and whether or not it can hit your workshop. This is the speed. The speed represents how fast the Masterbot can move on the treadmill towards your workshop. And this is the attack power. The attack power signifies how many attack dice that piece gets to roll in combat. Certain pieces only have certain stats. For instance, the chest piece will only have defensive value. The legs will only have speed, the arms will have range and attack power, and the heads are a wild card and can have any one of those stats. This is the player placard. It represents the 3 scrap bots that you bring with you to the competition. These scrap bots will harvest resources for you throughout the game. The hydro bot harvests water and wood, the drilling bot harvests gears and sheet metal, and the mining bot harvests gold and copper pipe. To show the amount of any resource, you spin the dial associated with that resource to add or subtract from your cache. This is the game board. Each player has one of these and will use it during play. Across the top is the health display for the Masterbot that will be attacking your workshop. The Masterbot will take up these 5 slots on the board. The Masterbot will be heading toward your workshop by using the treadmill down the right-hand side of the board. Across the bottom is the health display of the workshop. On the left-hand side we have your empty bays. These are the bays that you'll build your Guardian bots in to attack the oncoming Masterbot. Also, there is a slot on the board for your gnome card. Mastermind's workshop's gameplay is built on rounds. Each round is split into 2 phases: the Mastermind phase and the player phase. During the Mastermind phase, you will play as Mastermind against the player to your left. This will be the opportunity to stop any strategies that you see them playing towards. During the Mastermind's phase, you will begin by tinkering a piece of the Masterbot out, or replacing a broken part. You can choose one of 3 actions: attack, defend, or activate the treadmills. You will then initiate the movement of the bot itself, and then you'll initiate the weapon systems of the bot and attack if possible. During the player phase, you will play as your gnome. This will be the time that you enact any strategies that you've built up to this point. During the player phase, you will begin by sending out your scrap bots to harvest resources. You'll then clean up any broken bots and rebuild your workshop if needed. You'll visit the marketplace and buy schematics or trade resources. You will then have the opportunity to build a Guardian bot. And finally, you'll get to attack the oncoming Masterbot. Remember, gameplay can be interrupted at any time by using scrap cards. Play will continue until somebody defeats their Masterbot by taking it down to 0 health. In case of a tiebreaker, you'll have a gnomish fist fight, in which you'll attack the opponent in hand-to-hand combat. The gnome who beats their Masterbot first, or wins in the fist fight, will be declared Mastermind's apprentice, and wins the game.